kitty, Kevin. I've got an extra special spooky video for you all today. We are reacting to what just might be the most plausible ghost videos from the past decade. I'll be honest, these ones have some very compelling evidence, so watch along with me and see what you think. All right, let's go ahead and see what our 10 scariest videos, the scariest videos of the last 10 years entail.
Now, despite the name of this video, I would never tell you that these are 100% quote real ghost videos. But they are the most convincing, most compelling, and hardest to explain paranormal videos that I've seen in the last 10 years of doing this channel.
Oh, I'm excited.
Always, you decide. The Highway 5 Ghost Girl. This next video, posted to Reddit by Little Goth Doll, was recorded.
All right, but can we just say that Little Goth Doll is a freaking amazing name? Yeah, okay.
From a monitor and screen capped on a phone before it finally made its way to the internet. So it's a bit potato quality. Nevertheless, the video is chilling. It was pulled from the dashcam feed of two truck drivers after a frightening incident. So, one night, two truck drivers are driving on Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama. When they get...
Okay, but like, I feel like that whole like slightly eastern middle section of the US is like crazy haunted. I don't know. It feels too empty to not be.
The scare of a lifetime.
Okay. Oh!
The panic-stricken truck drivers believe that they have just run over a young girl.
Where did she come from?
They pull over and call 911. But when they check the highway and the surrounding area along with arriving police, they don't find anything or anyone. There's just no one there. After the truck drivers request a viewing of the footage recorded that night on Highway 5, they are shocked. Just as they thought, there is in fact a girl in a long dress.
Yeah, no, she's definitely there. But if we back it up a second.
Shocked. Just as they thought.
You can see she just like appears out of nowhere.
Road, seemingly getting hit by their truck.
And then like the car doesn't react to hitting anything.
There's a well-known ghost story about this road, Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama. The story goes that 10 years ago on a rainy night, a teenage girl on her way home from her high school prom lost her life on the road after being hit by an 18-wheeler. So could it be that these truck drivers captured the prom dress ghost of Highway 5? Either way, their reactions say that they saw the truck hit something. But as always, you decide.
Okay, that is really compelling to me. My only fear here is that that was an actual person who somehow jumped out of the way last second and then ran because they were scared they were going to get in trouble. Oh, but like, look at her. Look at her. You can see like her hair's done up, right? She's wearing a dress, it looks like.
Feline Grim
Okay.
Reaper. Oscar the cat was adopted by the Steerhouse Nursing Home in Rhode Island when he was just a kitten, along with 5 other cats. The idea was that
if I ever get put in a nursing home and they don't have cats, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna have to riot.
6 cats could provide companionship and comfort for the nursing home residents. However, the staff soon noticed that Oscar was not quite as friendly as the other cats.
Oscar is not always the friendliest cat. He's not friendly to, he can be bribed like many animals, but he is not.
Listen, us cats are known for being able to be bribed, all right? If you find the right treat, most of us can be bribed.
A cat that will spend quality time with residents on the ward.
But the staff did begin to notice that Oscar did show a special interest in certain patients. The cat would go into the room of particular nursing home.
Is it going to be ones who are going to die within the next X amount of hours? Is this a Reaper cat?
Residents and curl up at the foot of their beds. Within 2 to 4 hours, the patients would pass away.
Called it! Called
After the patient
it!
was deceased, Oscar would leave the room as quietly as he had entered.
He will only
Okay, so but my thing here is, right, that may not actually be a paranormal occurrence this time. It is not uncommon for animals to be able to sense when you are at the end of your life, particularly domesticated animals who have been around humans, like their lineage has been around humans for a very long time.
go and stay with patients that are about to die. He will leave rooms, for example, when patients are not close, even though we might perceive them to be close.
If Oscar was removed from a patient's room and the door was closed, he would pace outside, meowing to be let back in.
And Oscar will frantically pace outside the closed door, which that is really something to see.
Even creepier, Oscar has never been wrong.
He's been pretty accurate.
Okay, now they're just inflating this cat's ego. How come on, buddy? You've never been wrong on knowing exactly when somebody's gonna die. Huh?
I know actually of no event where he wasn't at the bedside.
Now, usually in these videos, I will ask you if you think a story is real or fake, but there's no disputing this one. It's 100% real. Oscar the Cat's amazing ability to predict the demise of patients was chronicled in 2007
Okay, but he's
in the
real
New
cute.
England Journal of Medicine after he had accurately predicted the passing of over 25 patients. Since the publishing of that article, Oscar has now predicted the passing of over 100 patients. So the real question is, how does he do it? Is it ESP or some supernatural ability? Is it something paranormal? You decide.
I don't think this one is necessarily paranormal. There is this phenomenon that does happen. There is a reason. So a lot of people say cats can't be service animals, but certain ones can. Some of them are still able to sense changes in your like bodily functions. So it is very possible that he just literally can smell the death on them. And he might even just like the smell of death and not realize it necessarily.
The Thing in the Tunnel. This next video is from Nuke's Top 5 viewer Sophie, who sent this exclusively to me, never posted it on social media of any kind, and never even asked for credit. She says that her friend Laura recorded this in an abandoned railway tunnel in Hassel, Germany. The tunnel was built in 1890 and it was used extensively by German troops during World War II. So, while on a weekend trip, Laura checks out the historic old abandoned rail tunnel. She's recording with her phone when she captures what is maybe one of the weirdest clips I've ever seen. Check it out.
Okay, but if I'm honest, I'd just be scared it was going to collapse on me as soon as I saw that ceiling like caving in a little bit there. I think I'd be too scared to stay in the tunnel for that simple fact alone. Oh, what the hell?
Something pale and thin can be seen rising up from the tracks in front of Laura on what looks like a thin little arm. As for Laura, she gets one look at the disturbing thing and just turns and makes a run for it.
Okay, either that's somebody and there's like a hole there that they're resting in, or, I don't want to know what that is.
Now, watching this clip over and over, I honestly have no idea what this is. It looks like maybe a hairless torso with two skinny arms, getting up in a very unnatural way. Maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a very weird looking person. I just don't know. So you tell me what you think this is down in the comments.
I don't want to know what
Someone
that
watching
is.
Over. A Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, let's just call him or her Alex for the sake of the video, Email me
Sorry,
about
guys.
a CCTV recording captured at an undisclosed sleep lab during a sleep apnea test. Alex says that a coworker was monitoring a widowed female patient's sleep. And then this happened.
Izzy, you cannot tell me that that looks like a fox or a raccoon in the last video. No.
happened.
I'm going to start recording. Oh my god. I see you. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes.
I don't see anything.
Gone now.
Now, to
Just that it's gone now. Okay.
get a better understanding of what is going on, a bit of explanation is necessary. So the squiggly lines that can be seen at the bottom of the screen indicate that the woman has stopped breathing during her sleep. The mysterious pale figure then appears to reach out to wake the woman, after which
Okay.
after which she begins to breathe again. Alex believes the apparition might have been the patient's deceased husband, still carefully watching over her from beyond the grave. But
It's so pixelated, it's hard to see what's actually happening.
what do you think this strange pale shape could be? Let me know down in the comments.
I'm going to start recording. Oh my god. I see you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, compared to the couple others we've watched so far, this one feels a lot less compelling. Is this a HIPAA violation? I don't know if they're actually in the US.
It's gone now.
The Watts house.
And technically, there's no
Strange
actual
events at
patient
the
info.
Watts family home in
I
Colorado
don't know.
might be one of the most reliably documented hauntings of all time. Because every
Oh.
piece of paranormal evidence comes from footage recorded directly by policemen on their body cams.
Oh, buddy, this is gonna be interesting.
Police department, anybody in the house, make yourself known.
So Shannon Watts and her daughter Bella and Cece lost their lives under absolutely
Oh.
horrible circumstances. All at the
Aw.
hands of husband and father, Chris Watts.
Piece of shit.
In fact, the details of the case are so grim that I'm not going to go into them here. But if you want to read the full story, you can simply Google the Watts family. In this video, two women from the police K-9 unit go through the Watts house to investigate the strange disappearance. Obviously,
Jeez, this is a nice house. This is a nice house.
this video was recorded before the tragic fate of Shanann and her children were known. This footage is 100% real. It is documented police video captured by one of the investigators' body camera. So shortly after entering the house, they catch some strange video on the stairs.
Smells like cleaning, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It looks like there's like almost like a kid or a dog running down the stairs.
Many viewers believe this looks like a quick glimpse of a childlike apparition descending the stairs. But
Yeah.
it could just be a video glitch. But then the policewoman begins to catch multiple strange and unusually clear EVPs on her body cam.
So there's your attic access right there. So there's your attic access right there.
Oh.
But strangest of all, while investigating an upstairs closet, the
Jesus, how many shows does this lady have? Holy shit! Sorry, that just took me out.
officers actually hear something that seems to spook them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The unexplained voice of a giggling child can be heard, but there's
That was a creepy giggle. But not like creepy, but like creepy out of context creepy.
absolutely no explanation for where the sound came from. The canine officer is so spooked, she asks the other officer to check it out.
Oh my gosh.
That almost sounds like it's coming from a doll.
What in the world was that? Wow. Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that noise came from.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It might. It sort of sounds like it.
This is the first one they've reacted to, though. Like, this is the first one that they seem to have actually heard. So I wouldn't be surprised if this specifically is a toy or something.
I did.
Dear God, look at that shoe collection. That's actually insane. How do you have time to wear that many shoes? I mean, R.I.P. They're not gonna. Anyway,
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
I was sad as soon as I said it.
That was strange. Well, we'll make a note of that.
I heard it. I definitely heard the same thing you did.
Yeah, and then he just sort of turned around.
So is the Watts house haunted by the unsettled spirits of Shanann and her daughters? Or are these simply random, seemingly very clear noises? What do you think?
No, I definitely, okay, I need to read the details of the case, but my guess is, that at least one of the daughters isn't able to move on, and the mom has stayed until the daughter is able to move on.
It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new
Merch
Stop
plug!
By merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs.
Hey, chat,
But we also
exclamation
have
point
blankets,
merch.
pillows,
If
and
you
long sleeves.
check out the Twitch
We even
stream, exclamation point purchasing my
got wrapping
merch.
paper.
Just saying.
Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, you know, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Guardian Angel.
Ooh,
The shopkeeper in
this will be
Adana, Turkey
interesting.
was closing up for the night, bringing in his store's produce and other items from the sidewalk outside his store. Little did he know that he was in imminent danger. Luckily, a very mysterious stranger was
Hands out here just doing the math on those shoes, by the way. 9 shelves, around 7 pairs per side. That's at least 126 pairs of shoes. That's insane.
there to look out for him. Watch this unexplained clip very closely.
Okay, but that could have just been a dude. But the dude would have been hit.
Notice that the man who taps the shopkeeper's shoulder doesn't even look back or seem to see the oncoming truck. The vehicle actually
I mean, you can hear a truck coming.
turns onto the street while his back is turned.
Tam şu noktada açıldı kapağı.
Yani adamın kapağı görmüş olma ihtimali var mı?
Bence hiç zannetmiyorum. Ben sonradan gördüm bu kapağı. Zaten kamerada da gördüğü gibi.
The shopkeeper says that he looked around after the incident, but the man seemed to have mysteriously vanished. So just how did this strange man seemingly predict the accident that was about to happen and warn the shopkeeper?
Ama o
I could
adam
go
nereden
either way.
gördü arabanın kapağına dikkat etti de bana işaret etti. O gitti. Adamı sonradan da
Yeah, because he was walking real casually. Like, he would have had to tap his shoulder and then break into a mad sprint, assuming there's not, like, a corner right there.
kayboldu gitti yani. Adam nereye gitti?
Adamı tanıyor musunuz?
Yok, tanımıyorum.
Even if this video was all set up and a fake, then it was amazingly well timed. But I'd love to hear any theories you guys might have, so let me know down in the comments. The Seance Witch.
I don't. That one's got me not sure which way that goes. Because theoretically, right, you'd hear the car coming. It could have been a dude walking along the street, heard the car coming, saw the guy was close to the edge of the curb, decided to tap him just to be safe, and kind of be like, hey, in case you don't realize how close you are to the curb. And then if there's like a current corner he turned down nearby, and it could have all just been pure coincidence, but it feels too much coincidence.
Paranormal investigator Brad Mack and his team are investigating a place called The Cage in a little town called St. Osyth in England. The site has a very dark history. Starting in the year 1582, this building was used as a prison, but...
I mean, let's be fucking real. Most of the UK has a lot of dark history. A lot of dark history. Trust me. I've seen a lot of areas that have a lot of dark history since moving here.
Not just any prison. The jail was used to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Brian Mack says that during their paranormal investigation, his team heard strange footsteps and whispers. They saw lights flicker for no reason, and they even felt something bite or pinch them on several occasions. One member of their team named Vanessa was so shaken up that she absolutely refused to stay in the building after dark. But the most bizarre incident was yet to come. Late that night, the group decided to perform a seance to contact the ghosts of the convicted women who had died there. As Brian Mack watched and recorded from another room, he saw something very strange happen to a woman in the group.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Are we talking about this lady right here? Oh, no, the one. Oh, I'm kind of blocking her. Hang on, let me move myself, guys. Look at that. Okay, she looks, yeah, no, that looks a little weird. That looks a little weird.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Oh, that is weird, man. Face has completely changed.
Oh, no, it is her. Both of them look weird, though.
One seance member's face actually begins to change and contort into something that can only be described as horrific. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth stretches into a bizarre, inhuman grin right in front of the camera. Fearing for the woman's safety, they calm down and remove her from the group. After the seance, the woman has a strange burn mark down the back of her neck, even though she had been dressed in several layers of clothing. She later said that after the incident, she experienced horrible nightmares and bizarre occurrences around her home. So was this some supernatural possession by a ghost caught on camera? Or just a trick of the light? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, no, that smile is... That smile's freaking sinister. Oh my god.
Down in the comments. A whisper on the wind. This next clip is from Big Brother Brazil in 2004. In this video, one of the contestants named Sita is sunbathing when she suddenly hears a strange voice calling her name.
Ué, meu nome. Cida? Quem tá chamando? É na casa?
But no one is calling her name. In fact, she is all alone until one of her roommates walks outside.
Was it Big Brother himself?
Ó, vem cá. É você que tá chamando? É. Ai, que susto. Ainda bem que você chamou. Desculpa. Eu acho que você tá muito bem, não.
Posso ter mudado? O quê?
Eu tava aqui lavando roupa, né? Aí de repente ela levantou. Quem tá me chamando? Quem tá me chamando? Da produção? Quem tá me chamando? Aí, como disse quem tá me chamando, aí eu chamei. Ela, oi. Ai, que bom. Foi você que tava me chamando, não era? Ou não era?
Why did you say yes if it wasn't you? Ma'am!
Aí ela, ai, que estranho, porque eu confundi sua voz com a voz da minha irmã.
Their sister's voice.
Now this is where things get very weird. Her roommate says that Sita thought the voice calling her name was her sister's. Just a few minutes later, and Sita is called into the production room by the Big Brother executives. She finds out that unfortunately, her very sick sister Gloria has just passed away.
Oh! Well then! That's actually not an entirely uncommon occurrence when somebody you have a very strong spiritual tie to passes, and to have something, either it'll sound like they're calling you or some weird coincidence happen very close to the moment of their death, and it's almost like they're coming to say goodbye. God, that's gotta suck, though. Like, can you imagine being on a reality TV show? And if I remember right, Big Brother, at least Big Brother US, they're like completely separated from the real world, right? They get very little news and very little communication of what's happening outside of the house that they have them all in. And having that be when your sister oh God. Oh, I think I would feel guilty for the rest of my life.
Even stranger, Sita's sister passed away at almost the exact same time that Sita heard her sister's voice calling her name.
E ontem, o que aconteceu exatamente que foi tão impressionante? Você ouviu alguém te chamando e era o quê? Meia hora, 45 minutos depois da morte da Glória. O que você ouviu?
God.
Você ouviu ela te chamando?
Ouvi.
Mais de uma vez?
Muito mais.
E só dizia o seu nome?
Só meu nome. Aí eu achei que fosse minha imaginação. Aí eu fiquei procurando. Procurei as pessoas sem ninguém. A única pessoa que estava era a Thaís, lavando tênis de costas.
Now bear in mind, this was all broadcast live on Brazilian TV. So, is this proof of life after death broadcast on television? Is it proof that loved ones can contact us from beyond the grave? Or is it just a very odd coincidence?
No, I genuinely believe that was her sister trying to say goodbye, because she knew that she didn't get the chance to actually say goodbye. I would strongly believe that they're actually.
Let me know what you think. The end of the road. Popular Guatemalan news reporter Vivian Vasquez is driving in traffic on her way to work.
Why? Okay, I guess it's part of the actual video doing that.
But she will never make it to the news station. Because Vivian herself becomes the tragic subject of the morning news when her lifeless body is discovered in a horrible car accident. Her family, co-workers, and fans are shocked and saddened when they hear of her sudden, tragic passing. Guatemalan traffic police show up on the scene and record footage of the wreckage as evidence. But after the video is released to the public, mourning viewers and fans all hear something in the footage that is absolutely chilling.
Did that sound like somebody crying?
And this time, did you hear it? The anguished voice of a woman can be heard crying out in Spanish. What did you do to me? When watching the footage, it becomes clear that it makes no sense for anyone present at the site of the accident to be screaming, "What did you do to me?" Vivian's loyal fans believe that it was her anguished spirit crying out from beyond the grave. To this day, the Guatemalan authorities.
So what actually happened? Did she lose control of the car? Did she get hit? What actually happened?
Authorities have not found the cause of Vivian's accident. Even
they didn't find the
Vivian's
cause.
cell phone was never returned to her family.
And her cell phone's missing. That screams foul play to me. I don't know. It just screams foul play.
And no one knows why. So just what happened to Vivian Vasquez? And what are your thoughts on this bizarre and tragic recording? Let me know down below.
Oh, I can hear the pain in her voice.
A cry for help. This video was posted to Reddit by user Unknown Truth. He says that his friend's wife had a very odd experience one day as she walked outside to do laundry. The strange
Outside? For laundry? Nah, bro.
incident was caught on their Ring doorbell camera.
Oh, they've got like a laundry shed. Okay. Is this thing, please help me? Huh. Huh.
The woman hears some strange voice and it's not coming from the Ring camera speaker. In fact, she checks closely and the voice is coming from the wall to her side. So I boosted the audio on this clip and just take a listen.
Oh, that's kind of fucking eerie. Okay.
Some strange voice in the wall seems to be crying out for help. The woman is so freaked out that she goes inside and actually calls the police.
I looked around, I didn't see anybody out on the road or any cars or anything. So I went back to my Ring video to make sure I wasn't just creatively hearing something.
Huh.
Well, I posted it on there.
The police search the premises, but there's no one there, in the wall or elsewhere. So just what is this strange disembodied voice that seems to be begging for help?
That sounds, I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound like a ghost to me. That sounds like a fucking trickster spirit. That sounds like a trickster spirit. That sounds like something trying to lure her away.
Let me know what you think.
That, oh.
Mayor declares emergency.
That reeks of the Fae. I don't know. It just does.
Now, the strangest thing about this next paranormal video might be the source, because this video was released by the actual mayor of the city of Armenia, Colombia, Jose Manuel Rios. So the security guard in this video says that he saw a male figure descend the stairs inside the mayor's office. He pursues the man, but the guy seems to vanish into thin air. The security guard can be seen on CCTV searching the area, but then things take a terrifying turn.
This is like the worst kind of night vision. This is like the worst kind of night vision. It's so hard to actually see anything that I think I'd almost just prefer it to be dark. Oh! Bud, you good? Are you good there, bud? Oh God, that was like, there was some force behind that. That definitely looks like he was shoved. Oh God! This ghost is beating him up! Jesus! What is that? Oh, this could be the flashlight.
In the video, the security guard appears to be suspiciously looking around the area, seemingly confused. Then suddenly an unseen force seems to attack the man and throw him into a banner. The guard can be seen looking around in panic with no assailant in sight. He then suffers another attack and 2 guards hurry over to help him. The somewhat shaken mayor
Yeah, there's some force behind that.
of Armenia says that, quote, a bishop and other religious leaders will come to bless the mayor's offices and that they will, quote, bring God's blessing to every corner of this workspace. Now, it seems highly doubtful that the mayor of Armenia, Colombia would suddenly release a fake ghost video. So, just what do you think happened to this security guard? Randonautica.
Oh, dear God. Oh, Randonautica was a time. I never did it, but I remember hearing all the stories. It's going to be interesting to see which one this is.
Randonautica.
You probably already know what the app Randonautica is by now.
Okay, why does it keep doing this?
But just in case you are a sheltered person, Randonautica is an app where you basically put in an intention and...
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna...
Most people...
I don't know why it's... I think it's part of the video. Okay.
use something dark or a bit spooky, and then the app spits out random coordinates and tells you to go there and explore. It's like a scavenger hunt with no prizes. But here's the really weird thing. Some users swear that the Randonautica app taps into something. The universe, energy, the paranormal, some type of thing like that. They claim that they found really strange things and sometimes really scary.
Well, yeah, there were several bodies found because of this app, which is crazy.
Things by following Randonautica's directions.
Sky. Oh my God.
So now let me tell you about one Randonautica exploration that is truly unexplainable. A group of teens in Seattle are exploring with the Randonautica app and are directed to a location near the water on a Seattle beach.
Oh, is this going to be the suitcase? I remember hearing about this.
When they get there, they find a mysterious suitcase near the shore.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff.
Bro. Oh, wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
You washed that.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this.
The suitcase smell horrible, so the teens immediately call the police.
Found a suitcase on the street and outside.
And now things get truly bizarre, because it turns out this small black suitcase contains the remains of a human body.
Yep.
The police investigate, and because of YouTube rules, I can't really tell you any more about that. But let me say, this incident is 100% documented. It is not a fake video. It is not an elaborate hoax. You do not get to decide. In fact, you can even look this up because this case was reported by multiple reliable news outlets.
And this wasn't the only time that this happened because of the Randonauting app. There were several similar situations because of this app. It actually got to a point that I remember the police urging people to not do it, to not go out on these little adventures anymore. Not because they didn't want stuff to be like found, obviously, but because it was dangerous. It was getting people in really dangerous situations.
So you decide this. Was this random chance? Or is Randonautica just f***ing spooky? You decide. The Haunted Hill House. The Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas is said to be one of the most haunted locations in the U.S. With its 125-year dark...
I hear that and all I can think of is the haunting of Hill House, but I don't think it's related. It might be, though.
...and troubling past, that doesn't come as much of a surprise. The home was once a haven for illegal activity. It served as a gambling hall, a bootlegging operation, and even a brothel. It also...
Damn, the house saw a lot of action.
...served as a makeshift hospital for over 50 years. It is said that the Haunted Hill House is inhabited by the ghosts of at least 9 people.
9 people?!
So,
9 ghosts? In a house that size? Oh, it's crowded.
One night in late September, a group of friends and family rented the Hill House to just have a little fun. In fact, many of them were doubters who just wanted to prove that the so-called Haunted Hill House wasn't actually haunted at all. But that's not exactly how things went down.
I can hear a lot of hold my beer happening.
The house is said to be haunted by one particularly violent spirit that the house's owners refer to as Dr. Yeager. One of the visitors, Victoria, lays down on the bed in one of the rooms, and she jokingly starts taunting the ghost of Dr. Yeager. It did not go well.
Well, yeah, no, duh.
As you can see, she was yanked off the bed. This was not a fall. And then they ran out. We're going to rewind that and we're going to show you in regular screen.
Oh!
Something seems to violently yank Victoria right off the bed as her friends look on in terror. The house has a static black and white security camera in every room. And it
in every room? I hope people aren't staying in this house as an actual, like, Airbnb type thing and doing a little bout chicka wow wow in those rooms. I'm just saying.
Catches the action as Victoria is pulled off the bed and the group makes a run for it. One of the guys is so shook, he even drops his phone and just leaves it on the floor behind him. Now, cut to about an hour later, around 3 a.m. A guy named Drew wants to test this alleged paranormal activity for himself. So he enters the same room and immediately begins taunting the ghost of Dr. Yeager, saying that the spirit is a coward and that if he really wants to attack someone, why doesn't he try attacking a man instead?
Look at the guy in the white hat right here, guys. Follow him.
Before I can even finish my sentence, I'm in the air.
All right, we're going to pull it back.
You know, they're real brave until something touches them. Then they freak out. I'm just saying.
Did you see he got pushed?
So Drew got his wish. He is violently shoved by something, and then he almost knocks down his 2 friends while making a mad dash from the room.
Oh, buddy!
That Drew has gone on record as saying that he will never set foot back inside the Haunted Hill House ever again. But it gets even weirder, because as Drew and his friends run from the room, something seems to yank the door shut behind them.
He just wants some rest. That's all. He just wants some rest, man. Y'all are interrupting his beauty sleep. No wonder he's annoying you and attacking you.
If you watch closely, you can actually see the doorknob move as if it's being pulled. So is the Haunted Hill House one of the most haunted places on Earth? Would you go into that room and taunt the spirit of Dr. Yeager? Let me know down in the comments. They live. This next bizarre video was recorded at a private party in a banquet hall in Russia. The party was attended by billionaires, supermodels, and politicians.
Oh, wonderful.
Basically some of the most rich and powerful people in Russia. Popular Russian musician Sergei Shnurov and his band Ruble were hired to perform at the event. But something very odd happened when there was an unexpected temporary power failure in the venue. The video captures the bizarre glowing eyes of some of the attendees. Although the video only captures a few of them, witnesses claim that most of the people at the party had these same strange glowing eyes.
Выступление, на самом деле, как выступление, но что-то случилось со светом. В прекрасный момент просто погас. Почему-то у большинства людей, которые были в зале, а там были люди совершенно...
Are they all lizard people? Are they? Is this how we find out that the rich are truly lizard people?
Такого серьезного полета. Стали светиться глаза. Барабанщик у нас, собственно, выронил палочки, и больше мы песен не играли. Было пи***ц как страшно, поэтому мы съебались.
I was gonna say it's probably just a trick of the camera, right? Like catching any light. But if people are physically seeing these eyes glow, that's a different story altogether.
Оттуда даже я и не помню, как мы дома оказались.
А кто эти люди были? Можешь назвать фамилию?
Да чего ты? Ага.
Now, once this bit of video became public, there were all sorts of wild conspiracy theories. Everything from that the Russian cultural elite were all aliens or reptilians, even claims that they were all vampires. But the prevailing theory was almost as bizarre. Many people believe that these rich and powerful people were using mysterious biological experiments to stay young.
That would make sense.
So the theories on this one are divided, but pretty
It's just the bullshit of the rich and powerful.
much all
It
of the
is what it
explanations
is.
offered are creepy and strange.
Oh, God.
So the question remains, what could cause a room full of the Russian elite to have eyes that glow in the dark? First ghost hunt, last ghost hunt. Reddit user Amanda Burke and her husband were exploring the haunted Hillview Manor, an old mental asylum located in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Nothing creepy ever happens in an abandoned mental asylum. Nope, nothing.
Amanda says that they walked around the asylum with a tour group, checking EVP meters that were given to them by the tour guide. But she says nothing much happened. Then they began to hear an odd shuffling sound at the end of one of the halls, but they thought nothing of it. Then suddenly, from the end of the hall, they heard running footsteps charging right toward them.
Okay.
Amanda says that the whole event was one of the scariest things she's ever experienced. Now, I should note that I don't usually show videos without some visible or audible evidence of the supernatural. But looking at the reaction of this group and seeing just how hard and painful those falls look, I think this is pretty compelling evidence that something came down that hall. Also, again, Amanda and her friends are not ghost hunters, they're not YouTubers, and they're not TikTokers.
So my thing here is, right, depending on how many people are in this tour group, and these kind of halls will echo a lot, somebody could have been running down an entirely different hall, and it echoed in a way that sounded like it was coming at them.
Simply posted this video to Reddit to share her strange experience.
Okay. Well, I will say, I do think a lot of these were actually quite believable this time. A lot of them were kind of... I just, it felt too real. Some of them I'm kind of like, but I'm always a bit of a skeptic. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. And that was the last one, my kitty coven. So what did you think? I genuinely feel like most of these have a lot of weight to them. More often than not, when reacting to these, I feel it's about 50-50 maybe for what feels real versus what feels faked or is just a weird coincidence to me. Let me know in the comments which one you felt was the most real, and I'll see you in the next one.